one of the things we're seeing more and more of when we're doing home inspections, particularly on vacant houses, is we're running into squatters, running into people who are not authorized to be in there. Now, I mean, fortunately, Home Team goes in as a team for every inspection, so it's always, multiple people. But the question I had, Bob, was, how do you coach an agent who's approaching a vacant home, assuming no one's there, just from a safety standpoint? It's something that I know we're very cautious about. But what do you tell a solo agent walking into one of those houses?
Be careful, I think, for one, right? Because you don't know what you're walking into, and that is a
Right.
big problem. Many agents are carrying these days because of that. Anything that you would say, Cora, you just have to be careful and look for any signs that it's been broken into. And if so, then you need to call the police. That's what I would tell you.
Absolutely. And that was going to be my number one takeaway is to just get the authorities involved and to get off the property as quickly as possible. But I think that whether it be maybe you're going to tour a home, you've been engaged, obviously you have a representational duty to be there. You've been invited to be there by the owner and you find yourself in that situation. I would treat it just like an open house because there's so many risks, y'all, for these real estate professionals. I mean, they're literally in some instances putting their life on the line to sell your real estate. So I think that there's a number of great practices as an awareness for agents and, as Bob mentioned, certain safety precautions they may take individually, but also letting everyone know when you go to tour property by yourself. And some people even bring along a buddy, right? Some people have a code word, right? Like, hey, can you pick up that red file here? Maybe you're in a situation where you can't talk freely, but certainly if you see anything suspicious, like you haven't even saw any squatters on there, but if you see a broken window, get in your car and leave as quickly as possible. But
Yeah.
never let anybody block you in. With your driveway. Always have your car facing outward so you can have that escape plan immediately. Never let anybody walk behind you when you're in the property. You always let them go first, and never go down in a basement first either.
Oh, yeah. And then you might want to keep the car on the street if that's possible for a quick getaway if you need to.